We never want to work against our emotions because it doesn't matter who you are. You could be the richest man in the world, the most powerful man, the most influential man, but ultimately you're going to have certain emotions. And the thing is, we can run away from a lot of conflicts from our external world, but with the internal world, whatever emotions that we are going through, we need to go through it. And some of the ways that we can go through it are with the following steps. Number one is we want to get in the habit of articulating our emotions. Right now, what happens is that there are these ambiguous waves. And whenever we just leave it as the ambiguous waves, that's when we're not doing much with it. There's not much information there. It's just chaos. But each time that we're capable of articulating how we are feeling, each time that we are building emotional maturity. So this is one way to do it. Another thing that I recommend is a thing called body meditations, where typically with meditations out there, there's a thing called breathing meditation. Breathing meditation is when we are just observing our natural breaths. We're not trying to alter our breath in any sort of way. We are just observing our natural breaths in and out, in and out. The more that we do that, the more that we increase the gray matter within our brain, we improve concentration levels, we stay in the present much longer, and we understand the role that the breath has on our life. Breathing meditations is great. The other type of meditation is where we don't focus on the breath. We focus on the sensations within our body. Because right now what's happening to a lot of people is that they do not know the difference between feelings and emotions. And I'll explain the difference. Feelings are simply physical sensations that your body feels. Emotions are feelings plus a narrative. And the typical example that I give is with the roller coaster and public speaking. The roller coaster, people love to do. I mean, in Tampa, we have a place called Busch Gardens. And whenever people visit here, I take them to Busch Gardens. And they're so freaking excited to do this roller coaster. Their heartbeat is going through the roof. Their palms are sweaty. They have butterflies in their stomach. And they feel excited. But these same folks, if I'm like, hey, how about we go to a Toastmasters meeting at night? They're like, wait a minute. Do I have to give a speech? Yeah, possibly. No, bro. I mean, I don't want anything to do with that because I am getting a racing heartbeat, my palms are sweating, and I have butterflies in my stomach. In this situation, they have anxiety. In the roller coaster situation, they have excitement. Identical feelings, by the way, but just a different narrative, a different story. So emotions are feelings plus a story. And the more that we do body meditations, the more that we're capable of getting control of the story. Because whenever we don't have a certain direction to point the mind to, it's automatically going to tilt to the negative side. The only way to tilt it to the positive side or to the neutral side is with more information. And let's say we're over here just being silent. We are allotting a certain amount of time to do the body meditations. Let's say 3 minutes, not too much in the beginning stages. What's happening now is that we are just observing the physical sensations within our body. And that's when we notice something. Thoughts generate physical sensations within the body. And the thing with thoughts is that they come and go. They're not eternal. And when you make this realization, what happens is that you begin your journey from going from very reactive to responsive. A reactive person gets a certain stimulus and immediately reacts on it, while a responsive person has this little gap. And this gap is the biggest difference between an immature person and a mature person.